All right, you guys. Whew. I need to like decompress. Hello everyone. How are we today? 안녕하세요, 친구. 우리 좋아요? Or everyone is good. Yeah, let's just get straight into this video. 가자. Okay, so happy new year to anyone and everyone that sees this video. And I just really hope that 2026 is your year. You know, life can be crazy, but I just feel like the year is what we make it. The year is what we manifest it. And of course, you have to put God into everything if you are a believer in God, or, you know, something that's out there, whatever you believe in. But you know, you have to manifest and actually put some will into it, mentally, physically, spiritually, and things will turn out okay. They won't be perfect, but they will be, you know, okay. Okay, so yes, I'm just hoping the best for everybody. Let's go ahead and get into this budget breakdown. So as you guys know, this is a 3-check month for me. This is the 3rd check. That's not normal. For me, I usually only get 2 checks in the month. You know, every 2 weeks. But because my job is paying me January 1st, they're paying me today on the 31st. I'll upload this tomorrow on the 1st of January, but I'm recording today, December 31st. So technically this is a 3-check month, and I will still get 2 checks in the month of January. As y'all can see, on the 15th and the 29th, I will still get 2 checks. So that doesn't disrupt my budget for me to use this check right here on the 31st as an extra check. And so the plan for me is to use whatever money is left after budgeting and to just put it towards debt. That's the plan. So let's go ahead and go over that so we can see it all together. And I'm going to try and make it quick because it's the 31st. So everything will be closing down early and nothing will be open tomorrow. So I do have to go get my money out of the bank today. Whether I record today or not, I don't know. But I do have to make sure I do that today because I can't do it tomorrow. And I don't want to wait till the day after tomorrow either. That's just, you know. So let's go ahead and go over this. So my check was $1,176. But I'm subtracting, I hope y'all can see. I might have this too high. Let me see. It's fine. Okay. But I am subtracting $50 because I just went to the doctor. I'll just put doctor right there. Because I have had horrible back pain, just very quickly. I've had very horrible back pain for a very, very long time. And so I finally was like, let me go ahead and go to a chiropractor. I have insurance. Let me see what they can do for me. And they did x-rays, and y'all, like, my back is all bent up. Like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it's not like horrible, but it's not what a spine is supposed to look like, you know. And even my neck, you know, he was like, your neck is supposed to have a natural curve in the neck. My neck was straight up and down. He was like, that is incorrect. He was like, that is not correct. Like, your neck is not supposed to look like that. So I just had some stuff going on, and I'm just glad I went and finally got it looked at. But that was a $50 copay, so I'm just going to deduct it from this paycheck. And so now what we're left with is $1,126. Okay, so we are not budgeting any bills. Y'all know I usually budget my bills. Let me pull out a sheet just so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, this one. So y'all see here, I have rent, car insurance, car loan, electricity, phone, all those things, right? Usually I budget those things, but we don't have to because this is a 3rd check and all of our bills have been paid for. They're covered for the month. And then next month, I still have 2 checks in January that can cover my January bills. I'm not a month ahead on bills, but I do have 2 checks coming in January. So it's not necessary for me to use this check to cover bills, if that makes sense, because all of my bills are at the end of the month. The only bill that's not at the end of the month, and I'm not talking about these small bills like Netflix and iCloud storage. Not talking about those. I'm talking about big bills like car insurance, car loan. All of these things come at the end of the month, you know, so I still get 2 checks before these are due. And this is my Discover card, but because we're using this extra check to pay that, we won't even have to worry about the 27th because it'll be paid before the 27th. But what I am going to do is I'm going to wait until I get my statement, so that way that check covers that bill for the month. If I pay it before the statement is due, I'm still going to owe whatever my monthly payment for my credit card is, if that makes sense. It keeps me from having to keep paying on it, but I still am. But it will be a breath of fresh air just to know I don't technically have to, but I will. Okay, so I think that's everything that needs to be explained. Feel free to ask questions if you feel like I missed something. But so yeah, bills do not have to be, the big bills I should say, do not have to be worried about. And I also, in my check on the 18th of December, I already covered my small bills like my Netflix and my iCloud storage, things like that. I used the previous check to pay for those because they were small bills. So that money is already in my bank account. So that's how I covered that stuff. And you can go back to the previous budget with me if you want me to, like, if you want to see my explanation on that. But that's just my small, you know, little tidbit about that. Okay, so let's see what bills are going to be coming out of this check, because I did do some spending. Not a lot at all compared to the damage I could have done. Most of this is food. most of it is Dunkin', okay? Like, and now, okay, y'all, I said less ice. Look at all this. Mind you, the ice has melted. So it was like up to here. I'm like, y'all, they just okay. Maybe I don't need that much coffee. I'm not complaining. Like, I'm not gonna go back in there and tell them do it again. But at the same time, I put less ice on there. So can I have less ice? Anyway, so car insurance is actually the only bill that I will be budgeting for on this check. And the reason why is because it falls on that first check of January right here. And I just don't want to have to pay $126 all at once on that check, because that might, you know, stress me out to have to pay that extra $60 in bills. So we're just going to split it up on this check since we have the money to do so. So that's $63 for car insurance. Then my I have an urgent care bill from a long time ago. It is $50 and some change. I've been ignoring it for a long time because when it comes to those kind of bills, there's no rush, there's no interest, there's no deadline. So, you know, pay it when you can pay it. And so I do have this $50 bill that I've been putting off. Since I have this extra money, I'm gonna go ahead and pay it. Okay, $87, because I told you I have like a boyfriend now or whatever, and he bought me a gift that was like $100. I have no idea what it is, but I decided to buy him a gift as well. But his gift was not $87, y'all. I went to Barnes and Nobles because what I got him came from Barnes and Nobles, and they have a sale going on right now, y'all. I ended up buying stuff for myself. Y'all know I'm a bookhead. I love books. Like, when I could not resist, I got 2 Dan the Dan books. I got book 11 and 12 for myself. I got his gift, and then I also got I got one other. Oh, I got Striker, because Striker, the Barnes and Noble's exclusive edition, was only $5. I said, y'all, I cannot pass that up. I cannot pass that up. So I ended up getting him his gift, and I got 3 books for myself, 2 mangas and an actual novel, a non-fiction novel or whatever. So that all of that came up to $87 because the discount didn't work. I looked at my receipt, and the only thing that was discounted was the Anna Huang Striker book. So I didn't complain. It is what it is. It is what it is. I don't know. And I wanted the stuff. So laundry. So I have a portable washer. It's laundry is $10. I have a portable washer, but it has broken. And the Amazon reviews do say, a lot of people say that after a year, it kind of just goes out. And I guess that's what happened to me. It's literally been a year, because it's literally January 1st tomorrow. So at the beginning of this month, it kind of went out on me. So I'm having to use the laundromat that's near me. That laundromat is very nice. It's actually new. It actually only opened up maybe like 4 months ago, or less than that. And it's very nice. And Wednesdays, you can dry your clothes for free. So most of the time, what I was doing was I was washing my clothes at home in the portable washer, and I was drying them for free on Wednesdays at the laundromat. But since it's broken, I can't wash my clothes at home anymore, right? So I'm having to just pay for all of it. And so I did put money on the card that they give you, and it was $20. But if you guys remember, Netflix, I was paying for a Netflix hotspot. I canceled it. It was $10, right? So the $10 that I would have spent on Netflix, I put towards the laundry. And so now this $10 is just covering what hasn't been paid. So laundry, $10, right? And then I did go to Pink, because Pink and Victoria's Secret has had a $60 off sale, semi-annual sale. Everybody has, right? Barnes and Nobles, Pink, Bath and Body Works. Everybody has had, you know, these end of the year sales. I needed new underwear, so I got underwear. And y'all, I only spent $33, okay? Like I keep saying, I could have did some real damage. I could have lost my mind on that website, because they got some pretty underwear on there. They got all types of stuff. I could have lost my mind, but I said keep it. I told myself my budget is $30, and that's what I spent. I spent $33. That's plus shopping. That's plus shipping and taxes. So $33 on underwear from Victoria's Secret. And then on my Discover card, y'all, I got food. So we spent $6 here, $8.80. And this $6 and this $8, I rounded up. It was probably like $5 and change. It was probably like $7.70, and I just rounded up to $8, $6. This one I didn't round up. It says $8.80. And then $8 that I spent today, because I bought this. This cost me $7.70, so that's what this is today. And then right here where you see spend, that's $22.84. Y'all, this was yesterday. I don't know what I bought for $22.84. What? Hold on. I can't really remember what this is. If I do, I'll just put it on the screen. But I spent $22.84 on myself, because it says spending. So whatever it was for myself. So yeah, so those are all of my expenses without any bills. And I do have Happy Meal right here, because I was going to buy some Happy Meal, but all of the shops that I like, they are closed, because, you know, it's New Year's, and they don't want to deal with the New Year's spending and people buying from their shops and the packaging and all that. I understand that. So they're closed. So I was going to buy Happy Meal, but I ended up not doing it. So I'm trying to think, if I have some money left over, I might leave myself some Happy Meal money, just because, but we'll see what's left over. We're not worried about that right now. I'm just telling y'all, I didn't buy any Happy Meal. I was going to. That's why I wrote it here. Okay, and that's everything. I hope I explained everything. I know y'all may not. Well, to me, I would think if you're watching someone's budget video, you would like to know where these amounts are coming from. I would, you know. So that's why I explained it to you. Oh, and these things that's marked out right here. So my job, since they paid us a day early, my insurance did not come out, like, or like the medical and the dental, because I have medical and dental, and didn't come out. So I was going to take this money and I was going to put it into my medical envelope, but when I looked at my check, I hope not too high. When I looked at my check, it wasn't any extra money on there. As y'all can see, this is about the normal. This is about normal for me. Like 1,100 and something is about normal. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that, because it's taken away from my usual budget. So I just scratched it out. So boom, we're done. I am done talking about that. Let's go ahead. This is a bit of a talking video. I hope y'all are okay with that, you know. But let's see. So let's go ahead and add up everything on here. Okay, we have $297.64. So let me put that down. $297.64. So I'm gonna do it one more time just for myself. Yep, $297.64. And this is probably over a little bit because I rounded up on the urgent care, the gifts. A lot of this stuff I'll be rounding up, so yeah, so we should be okay with that. Yeah, let's go from there. Okay, what are we doing? We are subtracting our expenses from the paycheck. So we have 1,126 minus 297. I'll just do 297 without the 64 cent because we're probably over a little bit anyway because I always round up. The only thing I didn't round up on was like this $8 right here. Yeah, okay. So let's do that. So we have $829 left. $829. So let's write that down. 829. I know some of y'all are like, oh, $1 from 830, but let me use my green marker. But we're just gonna keep it the way it is. Not gonna complicate it. It's 829. So we have $829 left. And all of it cannot go to my Discover card, unfortunately, because I do have to have spending money for the next 2 weeks until I get paid again, right? So have to put money in my wallet. And then I do want to put money towards my saving challenges as well. So let's see. I'm kind of thinking I should take the $29 and put it towards Happy Meal because I kind of just want to treat myself to some more Happy Meal. Yeah. Like, y'all, I'm only human. I'm only human. And then Jeanette McCurdy is coming out with a new book. It's on pre-order right now, but for $30 you can get it signed. So I kind of want that as well. We're gonna come back to this. We have to. Like, I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but we're gonna come back to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and go into my wallet. I wanted to budget $200, which, excuse me, 829 minus 200 would be 629. And then I also wanted to do saving challenges, and I wanted to do $200, but that's kind of steep. I think $100 for saving challenges would be okay, or like I could do 139 just to take away that $39. I mean 129. I'm sorry. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do 200 towards. And the reason why I'm doing 200 is because usually because of my budget and me trying to pay off debt, I understuff my wallet and I end up giving myself less. And I do okay with it, but I still kind of struggle. Y'all get what I'm saying? I usually don't give myself enough money on purpose, but I can, so let me do that. So at least $200. I feel like $200 is good. Let's see. So I want to do let me do everything. Let me do this first. So I think gas, I'm gonna do 200. So I think gas should get like 45 minus 45. Should get 45. Spending. This is hard. Spending could get 35 minus 35, because that leaves me with 120. 35 for spending, and then eating out and household. I think both of those should get their usual, which is like $10. Because that will leave me with 100 for groceries. And then buffer. I haven't been stuffing buffer because I'm going to spend the money. Like, I just am. I am going to spend that money. And then we'll do 100. I think 100 towards groceries is fine. And the reason why is because I usually be having coupons and stuff. And so I've been doing a lot of online orders. So I may not even take that $100 out of the bank because I've been doing online orders anyway. So yeah, $100 should be fine. Online orders are cheaper. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, my brain is like, I'm actually kind of tired. I've been up all day. Like, usually I record early in the morning. It is 12:31 and I've been up since 6 o'clock. So I need a nap. So excuse me if I sound delirious. Let's add this up. 100 plus 45 plus 35 plus 10 plus 10 is 200. So we're gonna leave that at 200. I could do more, but we're budgeting. We're still budgeting, child. We're not gonna act like we balling because we got some extra money in our pocket. So 829 minus 200 is gonna be 629, of course. We have our saving challenges. I think I'm just gonna do $100. I'm not gonna overthink it. Yeah, we're gonna do 100. Like, I'm not overthinking it. We're gonna do 100. Okay, so 629 minus 100 is 529. I was gonna put money in Happy Meal, but since we have $35 in spending, if I need something that bad, I better use that $35. Like, I don't know, because I really just want to make sure that we're focusing on debt, and that's it. Like, yes, I want to have my fun and stuff like that, but I just really, I don't know. Because I have this $29 that I could use, but I also have my student loans, and I'm like, that $29 could go towards my student loans, because we do need to make sure we're still paying off on that as well. So we're gonna do 20. I think I'm gonna do the 29 on the student loans, and then we'll do this $500 that will go towards my Discover card on top of this stuff, because all of this stuff, y'all, was my Discover card. Everything in pink was my Discover card. That's why it's in pink. So $500 on top of all this stuff will go to my Discover card. So that's that 529. And then we'll do 100 here. I like to highlight it because, y'all, it just helps me to see it. Okay. And I think that works. So, and then, yeah, we'll just, the Happy Meal thing, if I buy some Happy Meal with some extra money I have somewhere, we can do that. But for right now, let's just focus on debt. I really don't want to take $30 from here and put it here and buy Happy Meal, and yeah, when we have debt. If it wasn't for this $50 that I spent this morning, I probably would have Happy Meal in here. But yeah, this is our budget. Let me stop talking so we can end this video. Let me add up all the numbers to make sure that they come out to 1126. So we have 297 plus 200 plus 529 plus 100 is 1126. Yep, that's right. I said 7. Did I say 7? 1126, y'all. I told y'all, forgive me. My brain is shot. Even though I've had coffee, my brain is shot. I hope I'm not in the frame. I'm just going to put the final breakdown down here, even though we literally just did it. But I'm still going to do it for myself because I do have to look back at this. My expenses are $297. My wallet was $200. My debt was $529. And then my savings was $100. And if we do that if we subtract all of that from our paycheck, that leaves us with $0 because we are zero-based budgeting, which means we used every single dollar to the best of our abilities. And that is it, y'all. That's everything. So off camera, I am going to go ahead and do a denominations breakdown. Then I'm going to go to the bank and grab the money, and I'll either start the recording today of my cash stuffing, or I'll do it tomorrow, my usual day that I do it, because I got paid a day early. So usually I do it Thursdays. But for anyone who watched me and all of my madness, 고맙습니다. I really appreciate you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Wish me luck on my journey in 2026 with cash stuffing and budgeting and being responsible and determined and to you know, with my money and in life. And I also wish the same for you guys. If you're cash stuffing or budgeting however you see fit, maybe you budget on your computer, maybe you budget on your tablet, however you are budgeting and it's working for you, may you manifest that it really helps you out in life, and you know, you get to do all the things that you want to do. That's why we budget, right? We budget so that we get to do the things we want to do and not just what we have to do in life. So yeah, I will see you guys later. Thank you so much. You are so appreciated. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And that is it. 안녕하세요. Wait. 안녕히 가세요. Bye.